Hi, everyone. I'm Angela. Welcome and welcome back to Angela's Fashion Mix. I thank you, as always, for being here. Happy Sunday, and I do hope you've had a fantastic day and that the rest of your day is just as nice. So, if you are new and you have never seen me before, welcome to the channel. And if you have seen me before and you just have not taken the time to subscribe just yet, go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. I do appreciate that. I'm going to start with a recap on my week with regard to walking. I have challenged myself to walk 2 days per week for the entire month of May, and I am pleased to say I walked 2 days last week. Today, starting the next week. So I walked, I believe, on Tuesday, and I walked on Saturday. Either way, whatever the day was early in the week, I walked 2 days. So I I had to give it some effort, but I made it happen. So if you're walking and it's challenging for you, some of you have said it is a bit of a challenge. I get it, but we are gonna get it done. So just a word of caution: walk at your own risk, know your limitations, and we'll see what happens. Also, I want to share that I have, and you may have seen it in the live, but I had some moles removed from my face. So I want to point it out because I am very pleased that they are gone. My family has moles in varying places, and we all have them on our face or our necks. And my both my parents had moles, so all of my siblings had moles, and these just kind of started to just kind of enlarge. They were not growing really fast, but they started to cluster. So I had them removed. I will tell you, and I also had this little dot here removed for the second time. It was bigger about a couple of years ago, and I had it removed. So I noticed it was starting to come back. I had that top taken off as well. I will tell you, now I've only given birth one time. This was up there. It was up there with it with regard to pain. And I think I have a relatively high pain tolerance when it comes to just general pain. But that needle, to get that numbing medication in my face, that was a lot. But worth it because these are gone. And I am very happy about that. So if you need some moles removed, the dermatologist can take care of that for you. So from Monday of last week, I've healed. It has all, it looks pretty normal right now. And there's still some tiny little dots around, but we're going to be okay with those. The clusters are gone. So I just wanted to share that with you. So, to Friday Night Live and the closet sale. I am so very grateful to each of you who purchased, or if you just tuned in to see what was going on. A few of you said, I can't wear the sizes, but I'm here just tuning in. Thank you to everyone whose eyes were on Angela's Fashion Mix on Friday night. I thank you all so much, from the one that came in as number one to the person to stay to the very end. Thank you all. That was my first attempt at a closet sale or anything close to that in a live format. So it was very new, and it was all to some degree trial and error. And I appreciate you all being patient. I saw a great deal of patience with each other. I saw a great deal of she can have that. I saw quite a bit of kindness, and I was grateful for that. I saw quite a bit of patience because, as you know, it started, and I was expecting the comments to scroll automatically. So I had not tuned into the fact that that was not happening, because I saw you all come in and you were saying hi and that. So I was kind of thinking that was going to just happen. Like I said, this was my first time. And it didn't, and I didn't catch it. So we were a little bit behind initially, kind of got it going, and but there I had some mistakes during the process. But with those things, I know the next time what to tweak to make it better for you, to make it better for me. I do anticipate doing this again probably in the fall. Several of you have asked how often I have live sales. That was the first one. And I might do one in between. I don't have a date. If it's going to happen, I'm going to tell you it's going to come, and then I'll have a date. But for right now, I'm really just kind of thinking in the fall, with the boots and coats and all the stuff. I appreciate you all being patient with me and working with me to get through the sale. There were a lot of pieces. I didn't start out saying I'm going to do 95 pieces. Honestly, it just kind of mushroomed into that, because I was not sure if I was going to do another live sale ever. Because you all asked for the sale, I wanted you to have the benefit of having a lot to choose from. And I wanted all the categories. So that's why it got as big as it did. And it took a lot of time to prepare. But I want to just say thank you for being kind to each other in trying to share and trying to help people know who got it first, which is important for me too. But in tracking that, helping me know who did what when. So thank you all for participating in that way. That meant a lot to me, and I feel like it was fluid in that, even with the delays, and I still feel like it went well overall. And that was because of the way you all responded to each other. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. I will be tweaking quite a bit for another live sale, just so it's smoother for you and smoother for me. What I do need from you all now, if you're watching this video and you tonight and you have not sent your email for your invoice, I really have to have that. I cannot do anything until I get that. Once you send me your email with the items that you chose, your address, and your full name, I have to verify those items with what Crystal sent to me, as well as what I have now gone back to watch in the videos, to make sure that the items you send, I got to make sure that's what's on my list of who picked what. So I really just want to make sure that those things line up. If you have not sent me an email, you do not have an invoice, I cannot do anything until I get that. I definitely want to get that done first. So when you finish this video, please go ahead and send me your email address. There are a couple of people that I must thank for being a part of Friday night sale. And first is my husband. I told him I was going to need his help, and he jumped in and did what he needed to do. So that person that I was interacting with over in the corner, that was my husband. Recording names on those tags, that's who was doing that. So thank you to him for being such an integral part of what was happening in the sale. Secondly, Crystal with Classy Accents, thank you so very much for assisting with the monitoring of the comments and for trying to keep me on track and telling me to look up, for being a part of my sale. For those of you who don't know Crystal, she is a reseller on Instagram and has lives there on Instagram. So follow her on Classy Accents. Crystal, thank you so much. And you all, I met Crystal on Instagram maybe a couple of months ago, and we've talked on the phone several times, and we have become sister girl friends, and it is a pleasure to know Crystal, And thank you so much again for being a part of my first sale. You've made history with me. So thank you. As you can see from the title, I'm showing you some looks with Walmart items today. It took me a couple of stores to get these pieces, but I was trying to add to my spring and summer pieces, and it was requested that I do something from Walmart. So because Mother's Day is approaching, as well as graduations are coming up, I thought I would combine the occasions into this video. Now, I've gone to graduations, and the attire has been everything from jeans and a t-shirt to three-piece suits, everything in between. So a lot of that's regional, a lot of it is personal, a lot of it is the venue. If you're outside versus being inside, all kinds of things is going to dictate what we wear. So I'm leaning more casual in these looks, but there are a couple of pieces that I'm elevating a little bit for brunch or potentially for church. There are some options, as well as some colors that maybe you haven't considered. So that's what this is all about. So let's get into those looks. You all know I talk all the time about your pieces doing double duty and breaking apart pieces to help you maximize and create different looks with the same pieces. So one example of that is this two-piece set. You've seen this recently, and I just wanted to let you know that the first look I'm creating using the pants from this set. They are wide-legged cropped pant, and to this I am adding an off-white camisole. Has a little bit of lace detail there on the front, well, all around on the straps and on the front, and the Walmart piece. This is what I found at Walmart to go with this. It is a duster, and it has a bit of decorative detail, but very pretty with the lace there. And it's all around. It's under the sleeve and on the sides. Very, very nice for what I think Walmart offers. I think that's very pretty. And it also has the mesh detail here. The sleeves, very nice. Beautiful detailing. And this was priced at $22.97. And I bought this in a large, extra large. So I'm going to do look number one with these pieces. A few months ago, I found this pearl belt, the acrylic belt. And if you can get your hands on one, do so. It's going to come in very handy in a variety of ways. And it has the pearl detail. So I thought I'd bring in the pearl detail with this. I'm doing gold accessories. So I think I may change this, but I think I'm going to do that. And this muted gold handbag. I'm keeping a monochromatic look with this outfit. And for the shoe, I have the acrylic belt, but I also have the acrylic heels. So that's what I'm putting with this, the acrylic heel. Because the duster is so very decorative, I didn't want to do a whole lot to take away from that detail. So that's why I went a little bit less on some of the other components and toned those down. So that's look number one. For look number two, very much spring, very much summer. I thought this was really cute. It has the elasticized neckline all the way around, and on the sleeve has the shearing there as well as here. And it's the same pretty much front to back. And the price on this was on sale at $19.99. And I have the 12-14 in this, and it fits really well. You'll see that. And that's partly because it has some width here in the body. And to that, I am adding a pair of white pants. They are a capri. So we're putting this together. So if you're in a warmer space and you are going to an outdoor event, the fabric should be really nice for the warmer weather. So we are putting that together. I am adding this necklace in navy blue. I am also adding gold bangle, gold on the earrings. So we're doing kind of a nautical feel. And I am putting in a denim sandal. So that is, it has a bow there and it zips up the back in a lower heel. So we're pulling the blues out with that. And I'm putting back in my muted gold handbag. And I'm going to use the crossbody on it with this. That is an option, or I can definitely carry it by the top handle. So a couple of ways to do that. So that's look number 2. Look number 3. There are a couple of ways that you could do this. It's a white dress. And the thing I like about it is that it has the shirring here in the bodice. And it has the eyelet detail here on the sleeve. It gives it a little bit of extra interest there. And it also has pockets. So I like casual pieces that have pockets. So that is one option. And with this, I am going to put silver on the necklace, an acrylic earring with the silver. And with this, I am going with my straw bag. This has the rope handle. That works well with white. And I am bringing back my denim sandal. And this would be nice if you're just going to brunch or you are going to graduation and you want to be very comfortable, not have to fuss a lot with anything. And white is going to be cool if you're going to be outside. Of course, that's going to be very nice. So this is one option for either of those spaces. So for anything that I'm showing you today, you can go for Mother's Day or you can go for graduation. Either of them are going to work in either space if you're going for more casual and a little more subdued. So that's the white. Also with the white, I am going to dress it up a little bit. And I'm going to go with this choker. Just going to add some sparkle to that. And that looks nice with the square detail here on the neckline. I am bringing back the acrylic earring. So nothing to compete with the sparkle there on the choker. So if you recall, last week I showed you a handbag that I got at Thrift. And I am bringing that handbag into this look. Just kind of kick it up a little bit with regard to just adding a little bit of sparkle. If you missed it, this is the handbag. And it has an asymmetrical handle. And it is a plain bag to some degree, but it does have the croc detail. So I do like that. And it just opens here, has a double snap. And it was $8 from the thrift store. And I also pointed out that it is missing a stone right here. Easy enough to replace, but it doesn't stand out. If, of course, I'm carrying it like so, you wouldn't notice. If I pushed it back that way, nobody would see it. But I'm going to replace that. But I wanted to put it into this look because that is going to elevate this a little bit with the sparkle on the choker. But also, we need to dress it up just a little bit. I'm going to add this white sandal. And with the white sandal, there's rhinestone detail on the toe. And that with the handle on the bag. As you can see how that's working together and bringing in that choker. All of that working together is going to add some sparkle. So still somewhat casual, but a little bit elevated. So that is an option for Mother's Day. Nice for brunch. Or it's good for graduation. Just to have a little bit of something in addition to just a basic white dress. I also found this in this color. Very same style. And these were on sale for $17. These were the two colors that they had. If they had had another color, I probably would have bought it. I really like how this looks on, and I like the feel of the fabric. And finally, a color that if you've been around a little bit, you know that orange and shades of orange. I absolutely love this time of year and into summer. And the piece that I found is this blazer. And I love the sleeve detail. It has kind of the pulled up, scrunched up sleeve detail there. That's kind of what drew me in addition to the color. And it is a single button, but I'm going to need to move the button a little bit. I just think because it's only one button, when it's buttoned and with it being off to the side, it looked a little funny to me. So I think I'm going to reposition it a little bit. But I do also typically wear my blazers open, so it might not be an issue, but we'll see. If so, if I need to move it, I'll definitely do so. But I love the color. It's peach. Hopefully you can tell that. And it has pockets here on the front. And again, I do like the scrunch detail on the sleeve. I think I'm going to actually pull it up one more. I'm going to push it up in the showing of the video, but I think what I'm going to do is just give it one more scrunch layer. I think that's going to feel better on my arm. But I do like this, and I am putting it with a white dress. This is a different dress, a white dress that I already have, and we're going to dress it up a little bit. Still somewhat casual, but with the dress and the flow of the dress, along with the color and the style of the blazer, it's just going to elevate it ever so slightly. I am adding a flower pin. I really like flower pins, and I am doing a pin here this time instead of a necklace. And this is what the pin looks like, the details there. And as you can see, it just kind of pulls in that color. So I'm liking that. And with that, I am also adding a chain belt. And I'm adding the chain belt to give a little interest and break up all the white in the middle. So you'll see how that works. Has little tassels there on the end with the gold. And with this, I am adding the muted gold handbag again. But my shoe this time, because I've got some floral with the floral pin, I'm going with the floral shoe. So this has peach and mustard gold, a little bit of off-white in here. And so I am putting that with the blazer. So this is the last look of the pieces. And the price on the blazer was $27. And I have the size 12-14. Now this was a clearance piece. And there was also a pair of pants. I was trying really hard to make that work. But the pants were a size 20. And they were too big for me to alter and look right just based on the design of the pant. But I was hoping that I could, and maybe I'll still go somewhere else and look and see if they have it in my size. But I thought that would have been a really nice option for graduation or for Mother's Day to have this as a pantsuit. But since I could not get the pants, I just went with this, and I'm really loving the color. So those are my Walmart pieces. I will try to link them in the description box if I can find them. Not sure about the clearance item, but I will try to list the other pieces. So stay tuned for the looks.
So here I have the duster, and I've paired it with muted tones because of the decorative detail on the duster. I wanted that to stand out. I didn't want anything to compete with that. So I went more for the monochromatic look, and it's showcasing the duster against the off-white background. And I've added the muted gold handbag with gold jewelry, everything with the gold accessories. Look how pretty the detail is on this, and I really do like the mesh detail. I think that the duster looks more expensive than it actually is, so I do like that feature. And I paired it with the acrylic mule, so the shoe is not competing at all with the cropped hemline there. And I think these two pieces are working well together. With the blue and white, I think navy and white is a basic for me in the summertime. It's so very fresh, it's easy to wear, and you can mix in other colors with it. But for what I'm showcasing on this top in the stripe, I like the shearing detail there at the neckline and on the sleeve. I think that's very nice and just adds a little bit of interest to break up the stripe. I went with the navy jewelry, kept a little bit of gold with it, and added the same handbag, double duty on your pieces. And I think that looks great with the denim shoe. And this white dress I am really, really liking. And I've paired it with the denim shoe again, brought in the straw bag in the navy with a little bit of tan there, brings a little bit of texture and interest to the all white. And I went with silver jewelry in this look. And I think all of this is working nicely together. I like the eyelet detail here on the sleeve, very pretty. I think that makes it just very feminine. I think that's what the eyelet detail does. And I'm really liking the white dress. Same white dress. I changed the handbag, I changed the shoes, and I changed the jewelry. So I could wear this dress from daytime to evening if I wanted to, or I could do the opposite. So just depending on what the event calls for. I went with the handbag that was thrifted that has the sparkle detail. The choker has a lot of sparkle to it. And the shoe, if you recall, has the rhinestone on the toe. All of that is working nicely. And finally, here with the peach blazer. It is peach. It's leaning a little more orange here. But the peach against the white looks really fresh and clean. I really do like that. I added the gold chain belt to break up the white there in the center. That looks nice. And I added the flower pin instead of going with a necklace. I think for this look and this color, the pin works well. And that same little gold handbag is still in play. This muted gold is a great option with a variety of colors. It will give you a lot of wear. I went with the floral on the shoe to bring that peach down to the ground, and that just kind of gives a balance. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed the Walmart pieces. Thank you so much as always for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.